Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Quad Diva Podcast Show. We live here with our host, darling Nikki. Nikki, we're talking dirty after dark. Look, I done called you Nikki. Nikki, darling Nikki. Look, everybody want to know what's going on with darling Nikki Pussy.
Well, she been looking for this particular piece of meat, and it's been acting funny. I don't know what's wrong with it, but he better get his shit straight.
Say he ain't been beating on the pussy lately, huh?
Come again?
I said he haven't been beating on the pussy lately.
No, I got home and he act like I ain't home.
Sometimes that happen, when you have that nympho mentality, or you already know fuck them down, they get tired a little bit, they be like, damn, a dick gotta rest sometime.
It ain't my problem. You gotta rest all the damn time. Better take some Viagra.
What they say, baby, I'm not young like I used to be.
Oh my God, if I hear that one more time, I ain't as young as I used to be. Okay, me either, but hell, bad hip and all shit, my legs still reach behind my ears.
Or you get that, I got some more in me. Well, shit, can we get started again? When the more in me gonna start?
Right now.
Oh my goodness. Oh, fellas, we have to make the fun at times, but how is it, I want to talk about this one gentleman we talked about head. That's another segment, but this one particular guy feel like head includes him nutting in a woman's mouth when she's swallowing. That's not me, I'm like, I don't do that. Don't nut in my mouth, I don't, that's gross to me. To me, that's a degrading side of the head, right? So
yeah, that's not for everybody.
Yeah, so if you nut in my mouth, and I know you did that shit on purpose, I'm gonna put the nut right back in yours, because I'm gonna kiss you until you can taste your own fucking nut, and then we're gonna
put my head down.
And we're gonna be fighting after that, you can't put your head down.
I can't do nothing but put my head down on that one.
I mean, but
I'm bad, but I ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. I know that it's only certain people I'm gonna get to that point where I ain't gonna say certain people. Hell, it's only a certain person I'm gonna get to that point, and that's on purpose when I do it.
And then, like you said, it's gonna be your husband or somebody. Your room is not defiled when you with your husband or somebody, right? So right. That's cool, whatever y'all do. But you're just not gonna automatically just like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Bitch, everybody don't do this, because at the end of the day, what the fuck you mean? You will get fucked up.
Yeah, and you know what? Now that you say that, I used to make it a habit. If you get ready to come, you better tell me, because if you do it in my mouth, we're gonna have a problem.
Right.
And you ain't gonna like the outcome.
Like, to each his own. And if that's what you're looking for, you need to find that lady that does that, because this one don't do shit.
You need to find somebody that does not mind doing that, because as we all know, there are swallowers and there are spitters, and then there's some that just don't do it at all.
This damn spitting. Oh.
What did you just say? The spitting?
Yes, this damn spitting. I can't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I say spitting in that aspect, I mean like spitting it out. I'll catch it, but I ain't finna swallow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I started laughing. The spitting.
Yeah, because I know that there's another aspect of spitting, and that caused the issue. That has caused an issue in my previous sex life.
And let's go back to the old sex life. Now, the old sex life, I done had a person that slobbed on me, giving me head, claiming it was me getting wet. No, bitch, I know when I'm busting one. I know the difference of me and my nut and your slob on my shit. I know the difference.
Right.
Like, I know this. Like, you don't even know what the fuck you was doing, right? So if you didn't know what you were doing, hell, I would have told you do your ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and showed you.
He was learning. You were supposed to give him a learning curve. Well, he thought, let me fix that. He thought you were supposed to give him a learning curve.
But tell me that this is your first time doing this shit, then I would be like, oh my gosh, why am I drenched in slob? You know,
Right. Why
like
is the whole damn bed wet?
yeah, because this should not be like that.
No.
It's like somebody pissed on themselves. Like who peed? Like, who did this? Like no,
Yeah. I have actually literally put someone out of my truck. And this is, this was back in the day. I have literally put a dude out. I gave him the benefit of the doubt the first time he did it. I was like, look, dude, don't do that shit again. That's nasty. And it's disrespectful. You wait a good 5 minutes and do it again. Mid-sex, I ain't got one. I know damn well he didn't get one. Not from me. Get the fuck out.
right,
That is a done deal because you will never spit on me again. Because at this point, I'm ready to kick you in your chin.
right.
So I'm just going to go on and put you out before we have a crime scene and somebody going to jail.
Now, how big is sex for you in your relationship?
Ooh, it's big. I ain't going to lie.
So
I had to realize this the older I got. I am a very sexual individual.
mm-hmm.
So it is a big thing to me. I'm understanding to a point, if it's my mate that I'm living out I'm planning to live out the rest of my life with, we can make some changes or we can come to some conclusions or do some things differently. But any other time, if ain't nothing wrong, I need it when I need it. Like now, when I come home, I'm not here all the time, but I'm not gone forever either. I don't stay gone months at a time. The most I'm gonna stay gone is 2 weeks. So when I leave, I expect to get it, and when I come home, I expect to get it.
You hear that, fellas? When she leave, she wanted to go. When she comes, she wanted when she get back home. So incoming and outgoing, she wanted, which that's understandable because just think about it. The a lot of people think that truck drivers are doing it on the road with anybody.
Exactly.
That's that myth.
And it is not the case. It's not always the case.
Now you letting people know, okay, I get it from my mate when I'm going out, and I get it from my mate when I'm coming in. And there's nothing in between me getting it anywhere else because there's too much shit going on in the first place. But a lot of people do have that in the back of their minds and heads about truck drivers. So I'm glad that you kind of cleared that myth up about that.
Yeah, that in itself has always killed me because I have been told, I know you got a man everywhere.
Yeah.
No, I have one where I live.
Right.
I don't need one everywhere because, like you say, number one, there's too much stuff going around.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, me and this dude have known each other for, over 20 years. So he may not be perfect in, what we do, but we know each other enough that I don't have to go out and teach somebody new what I like. I don't have to go out and worry about teaching 4 or 5 people, okay, you got to do it like this, or you got to tickle my ear or pull my toe or some crazy shit. I don't have to do all that.
And then you got to keep up with all that. That's number one. Who the fuck got time to keep up with all that shit?
Well, hey, it's some people that try it. Believe it or not, there are truck drivers that are like that have 4 or 5 women, or even some females have a man here, a man there. I don't really have to be that way. I've never, I have gone a lot of times that I have had 2 people, one main person, and I've been like a dude, one main person and the side person. But as long as that main person is keeping me satisfied, keeping me happy, we not, going through no extra nonsense, I'm good. I can keep that one person. I can handle that one person. Unfortunately, there are times, as they say, I become a dude. Look here, I don't want to do all this fighting. I'll be back when you calm yourself down and get yourself together. But I'm finna go play with homeboy over here in the corner.
Like I said, it's interesting to hear a lot of people talk about sex and relationship and what they require in their relationships and what type of what drives them sexually, and
Mm-hmm.
you sit there and think about things for you and your mate. Like my mate, he automatically we outline the do's and don'ts, right?
Right.
Um, and so I already know how far or what to do with him.
Right.
So we do role. I role. I'm a role player. I like role playing. We don't do anal because we're not into that. But his thing is great head, great sex. He good. That's his thing.
Right.
And so you're like, okay, so this is your requirements. As long as you get that piece, you're good.
Right.
And but he's simple on other things. So how I guess that's the thing, like for you being a truck driver, how do you balance your relationship? Because you coming and going, you got to come in, you want sex, you going, you want sex. How do y'all balance that in between missing piece of it out?
Um, you know what? Honestly, and I think it has a lot to do with how I feel about him. So I don't have a desire to deal with anybody else at all. Not on the road. If I get horny on the road, I'm horny for him. I don't want to go. It's not. I found out the hard way that it does me no good to go play with somebody else because it's not gonna be right. I'm not gonna get wet. It's a whole lot of shit I ain't gonna do. So why waste my time trying to go deal with somebody else when this is the exact person that I want? My body is gonna do exactly what it's supposed to do because I'm wrapped up enough in this person that back to that spitting thing, it ain't got to be no extra spit, no extra lube and no extra this, that, and the other. It's already there.
It's already there. You had that desire for that one person, and that's
Yeah.
and that does happen because I have before the person I was with, you only do desire. I think your body have a craving for that person, and like now the person I'm with, like you can't get me to cheat on him. You be like whatever,
Right.
You like people. Trust believe we get people hit on us all the time.
All the time, yeah.
Like where your man at? Your man lucky this. Yes, he very lucky. I'm lucky
But
too.
thank you. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm lucky too. I have the person that that I have, and
Yeah.
people don't ask sometimes, do you got a man? They just assume that you ain't got one. Where did they get
Exactly.
that from?
Well, you know what? I don't know. It's a little bit different for me because I have a young man on the truck with you. Um, no, why? Does he have to be for you to get the hell out of my face? But I've also been told that I am, especially on the road, and I think it's because I have for some odd reason, I have my father's forehead, which is a natural frown. So I may not always look like the friendliest person on earth. And it's my resting bitch face, but I don't have to have a smile on my face to be happy, to be in a good space. Yeah, sometimes I am pissed off because somebody did something stupid in front of me. But other than that, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. My resting bitch face is just what that is, just resting bitch face. And if you leave me alone or if you speak to me, I might smile at you, hell, I might not. Because I have had so many people approach me, smile, it ain't that bad. Who said it was bad in the first place?
Right. What are you talking about? I'm gonna give you an example. I was at Walmart one time, and this young man, this gentleman, he was at his table. He was selling T-shirts and masks and so, and he was actually saying he was going to be on Netflix for his movie that he got coming out because he was incarcerated. So he tried to turn, got his business going and stuff. So we was like, okay, we're going to support the black business, but tripped out because he's like, my mom was with me, so my mom was buying something for her and my stepdad, and then he gonna look, he gonna say, what's wrong with your hand? So I'm looking, like we're looking, like what the fuck are you talking about? 'Cause I'm looking at my hand, like the fuck are you talking about? What's wrong with my hand? And so he's like, it ain't got no ring on it. I said, oh my gosh, it is so fucking lame. And then I had to think about this fool, but he been incarcerated. So hey, he's he don't know what to say,
Right. He just had to get his line out.
Yeah, he had to get something out. And I was like, that was so lame. And then I just kind of laughed it off and chuckled it off. But then it was like, I get inside the Walmart. This other guy walked past him like he broke his neck looking. And he was just staring. And I was like, okay, why is this man staring? So, of course, I'm stupid. So I'm going to stare back. You staring at me, I'm staring back. What the fuck you looking at? So
I can see that happening.
Because my thing is, weren't you taught, hey, if you see somebody, you speak to them.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You can see a person that you feel like is attractive. You be like, hey, how you doing? And keep it pushing. You just don't stare at somebody like it's their last meal or supper, right?
Yeah.
And so I stared back. And then finally, it was so funny because my mom went to the ATM and he came over there. He was like, he's like, man, he said, you're a pretty lady. He said, your dude is lucky. And I was like, thank you. Shit, yeah, he's lucky. Like, even if I was single, you won't get the opportunity anymore because you started me like I was a piece of steak and now you look weird, right?
Right.
Instead of being, hey, how you doing? My name's such and such. Are you single? You married? Whatever. You didn't even ask that. You were just like, you assumed I was.
Be like I had something on me or something.
Yes, and you assumed I had somebody in the first place. So you don't know if I did or didn't. So I'm gonna let you believe what your assumption is.
But I figured out nowadays, like people don't have manners.
True.
They don't know how to talk to people. They don't have manners. They just, I don't know. Social media and texting, I guess, has screwed a lot of people up.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm my age. I'm 48. I ain't got time to be sitting here texting and social media with your ass, and you don't know how to fucking communicate. And just think about it. If you can't communicate to me about anything of that simple. If we were in a relationship, you can't tell me what you like or dislike in your relationship. You can't tell me who you really are. If you can't communicate that simple thing of saying hi, hello, how are you to me, how are you gonna communicate anything else?
Right. Well, and see, you know what? I have one a guy that I've been knowing for a while. Aside from my current craving being for the person that I'm dealing with, I used to mess with this dude back in the day, so I know what he's working with. I know his skills.
Right.
But you got two strikes against you. One is your mouth. You're such an asshole sometimes that it just gets on my nerves. You have actually been at my house and I put you out.
Because of your mouth.
Because of your mouth. And then the second thing is, on a normal basis, you want to text me. I don't like texting like that. And then on top of that, you want to text me when I'm in the truck. So let's add the third pet peeve to this, which is the question, and I quote, "Where you at?"
You know I drive.
I can't stand that question at all. I don't care who asks it.
Or is
I
it?
cannot
Or is
stand
it
that
like?
question.
Is he inquiring you where you at? Like, have you stopped somewhere, or is just where you at?
No, it's just where you at. It's like, where are you in the world? Sometimes he'll change it up. And one day I finally had to go, you know what? Hey, how you doing? I said, because you just text me talking about where you at. First and foremost, you're not even my man, so you don't really get to ask me shit like that. And secondly, that question irks me. So stop asking me that.
Right.
So finally he started, hey, how you doing? You all right? Where you at in the world? He started rephrasing his question.
Right.
I still ain't to the point that you gonna get no ass, but okay.
Right.
We can do it like that.
Right.
But people are weird.
Yeah.
That's all I can really attest that to. People nowadays are just freaking weird.
Yeah, they are.
I have had the flu out on the road and had a dude try to kiss me. Not
you had
kiss
the
me on
flu?
my jaw, not kiss me on my hand, try to kiss me right in my mouth. Dude, first, I don't know you. You could have been kissing the next white man's asshole. I don't know who the fuck you are. But if you don't get away from me before I throw up on you. Well, I just wanted to make you feel better. Kissing me ain't it.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, these people are just... And I think that's why I walk around sometimes with a frown on my face. So people won't approach me like that.
Well,
So, huh?
These people. Look, these people.
I know, that's that weird shit.
What's the weirdest thing that a guy ever had asked you to do in a relationship? Sexually.
In a relationship?
Or just any guy sexually.
You know what? For me, and as out there as I am, I haven't had any weird requests. I've talked to people that have had weird requests.
Yeah, I heard of a foot fetish.
Fuck him in his ass or something like that. Now, but I've never actually experienced. Oh no, I take that. No, Jesus, Lord have mercy. No. I just remembered a strange situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped dealing with that dude right then. So this particular dude likes to have phone sex.
Okay.
I'm not a big phone sex person, but if that's what gets you off, I'll let you enjoy yourself until you do whatever you do, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
Right.
Well, when he first started doing it, I thought I was tripping. But in his little phone sex fantasy, he was including men. I was like, the first time I heard it, I'm like, I know this ain't what I'm hearing. So one day he did it again, and he was including men, and they fucking, and holding. I stopped him dead in the middle of his little fantasy. Hold up, dude.
What?
He was including men in his little phone sex fantasy.
But you said he was just okay.
They was him and the men in his little fantasy were fucking around, and I'm like,
that's the part that I had to rewind on.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, we can't do nothing. He was like, what's wrong with that? You're bisexual. I don't have anything against bisexual men. I'm just not gonna fuck a bisexual man. How about that?
You and I not doing nothing.
No, that's why I said I don't have anything against bisexual men. If that's your preference, that's your preference. But one thing you're going to do is leave me as the female out.
Right.
That is not my preference. So I'm like, wow. Because he tried to deny. That ain't what I said. No, bullshit. I heard what the fuck I heard, and I know what I heard. One thing I'm not is deaf. I'm too fucking nosy to be deaf. So no, we finna leave me out of this equation. You can do whatever you want to, but we gonna leave me out of this equation.
The funny part, like one dude, he wanted to FaceTime and for both of us to masturbate. I watch him masturbate, talk dirty wife, and I was like, "You can masturbate and I talk dirty to you." Like, but what the fuck?
Well, see, I've had guys that I've dated that wanted to do that, so that's not a shock.
But that's dating. Like, I can see y'all in
Dated,
this.
wait a minute, let me fix that. Dated and married too. So
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's a difference.
Loved it.
You rest of that's a difference.
Yeah, I agree.
We not nothing.
We're not even dating. We just friends on the telephone.
Yes.
I don't even know you like that.
We ain't nothing at all. You can do it.
Yeah, I can understand that though. I just it's again just like we talked about the anal sex thing. That ain't for everybody. And I guess maybe this is weird, and it could just be attributed to money. I don't really care for having phone sex on the phone normally, but I would have been a phone sex operator at one point. That caused the biggest fight between me and my ex-husband. I promise you that caused a huge fight. It's like, how the fuck you gonna do that? And I mean, that was a pretty big fight.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I never became a phone sex operator because that shit wasn't flying with him. I was like, but I can make money. So yeah, I'm not. That's not a real turn on for me.
Right.
And I used to, we all talk about guys asking us to send pictures or guys sending dick pics. This is my take on that. If I didn't ask you for a dick pic, don't send it to me. If I don't know.
Because I was like, why are you? First of all, there's a lot of free men sending dick pictures. Like, why are you sending me a dick picture in the first place?
I embarrassed the shit out of one dude. But yeah, I'm like, why are you sending me this? But I did. I embarrassed it. I mean, and I had met him on a dating site. After he sent me that dick pic, he didn't call me no more. I embarrassed him that bad. What you doing?
Well, can't send me no dick pics.
I know, because now it gets to be, when you send this to me, I'm going to share this with my homies, right?
Yeah. And then everybody going to see what your dick look like.
All right.
I done had people send fake dick pictures.
I have to.
Like, why would you send me or somebody else's body? Somebody you don't try to piece these people's shit together and like it's yours. Get the fuck out of here.
First and foremost, if you sending me a dick pic, why would you send me somebody else's shit? How much time do you have to actually go look for somebody else's dick?
How retarded is that to go look for somebody else's dick? That is the weirdest shit that.
It is weird. Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
That's creepy. And you're okay with looking for a creepy dick pic?
For somebody else's damn dick.
Yes.
How about just don't send it to me at all? How about you might have a cute smile, you send me that?
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. And then like they send you dick pictures, okay, like you see it's different sizes of penises. Like we all know
Right,
this. We all probably had different sizes of penises, right?
right.
Don't send me some shit that belongs to a kid.
I can't fucking breathe.
Cause my thing is give whoever's son dick back to them and quit sending out this kid picture. And if it is you, have you
Don't
never
send
ever
that
looked at
shit out
any
no
other
more
dicks
because
in
you
your
gonna
life?
get embarrassed.
But my thing is, have you ever looked at anybody else's dick before? Like, have you ever been in the locker room and compared dicks or something? When you look at your dick is not the big dick. You know what I'm saying? So that would be number one to not send some shit.
Your ass is retarded.
Hey, I'm just saying. And I hate when people like send me a pussy picture for what? Why am I sending you a picture of my pussy?
I have been asked that. Okay, so I can tell you this little snippet of a story. So, I have a set of friends that are married that drive trucks.
Mm-hmm.
So I met one of their homeboys,
Mm-hmm.
and he just running his mouth, and he went to talking about his dick. I said, okay, send me a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Now that picture I did ask for.
Yeah.
Well, when he sent it, I guess he didn't get the right response from me. So he stopped talking to me after I said, ain't nobody worried about your little old dick.
Because you caught him a little dick. Ah,
I was like, and I mean, I wasn't saying it wasn't the little kid's dick, but it wasn't really it was probably a teenager's dick because it wasn't really a grown man dick either. But I mean, he was like pissed, like his feelings were hurt. I'm like, well, I didn't mean it that way. I said, but if you sensitive about your own dick, that ain't my problem.
let me tell you, bruh, I think I was like 18, 19. So this young gentleman guy that, we was hanging out. And so he invited me over and stuff. So I guess he thought he was going to, give me some. So I'm so vain that I'm not even gonna lie, I'm very vain and anal about some shit. So then he pulled his dick out and it was decoloration. It was like pink and it was pink and brown, like the head was pink and it was brown. So I
So it
looked,
was almost like he had been like on his dick.
yeah, so I looked, I was like, what the fuck is this? You're not, I said, you're not,
He was probably so embarrassed.
I said, you're not fucking me with that.
Your ass is hell.
I said, what's wrong with it?
Uh-uh.
And then I left.
Yeah.
Sure did.
I thought I was the only one that did shit like
No,
that. I
I
had one that sat on his own couch and masturbated. And I sat in a whole other room while he did what he had to do.
right. Go for it.
Because you wasn't going to get it from me. I didn't even come over there for that. I mean, it ain't like it was one of them 2 o'clock in the morning. This was like at 7, 8 o'clock in the evening.
Have you ever
I
had,
didn't come over here for that.
I'm going to tell you the weird thing that happened to me. This one guy, he was a barber, owned a barber shop. You know him.
I have an idea.
One of our classmates, brother. He came over and that's when I stayed in I think it was in Fun Ridge. He seen me over there. So he came over, he was just talking to me. And he's, you know how a person be all up on you and boning you and stuff?
Yeah.
Why he was boning me and then he nutted on his own self? And I'm sitting here like, that's nasty as fuck. You
So you're just that freaking easy.
and you
All
just
you
got
have to
that
do is
damn
rub it.
excited. Like we're not even fucking. Like you grinded on me, and I'm like, get your little ass off of me.
Right.
But weird, weirdo. So of
Yeah,
course,
that is weird.
I never seen that motherfucker no more either. Right?
That was kitty shit.
You heard what I say. Of course, I ain't seen that motherfucker no more.
Of course, because he should have been embarrassed after he did all that.
Like you got nut
You
stains.
got that type of weird shit. I get motherfuckers picking me up, running down the goddamn street, talking about I'm finna kidnap you and take you home.
Oh damn.
What? Can you put me the fuck down so I can go back to my house? So yeah, I don't know what's worse.
Yeah, that was weird as fuck.
Either that or find out the dude you were dating. I don't know if the rape came first or the abuse came first, but the girlfriend after me, or two girlfriends after me, um,
What?
he ended up chasing her down the street, but she was driving a car.
Huh?
He chased her down the street.
Like he was on foot
He was on foot.
and she was in the car.
Yep. And he caught her and beat the hell out of her.
How the fuck did that happen?
I don't know, but I didn't fool with his ass, so
I'm in a
I
whole.
had already stopped fooling with him. I figured out his ass was crazy because he got pissed off, and we were across the street from my house at the time. It was snowing outside. I'm standing outside trying to calm him down. This dude standing outside with a short sleeve shirt on and some pants, no jacket, no nothing, just mad steam coming out his ass. I'm finna go. I'm finna go home because this dude crazy. So yeah, I done came across my mine ain't been sexually weird. Mine's been just cuckoo.
Like you got the cuckoo people. And if I do get, I don't know if I have cuckoo people because they probably think I'm cuckoo with their asses. So shit, they be like,
Yeah, so they don't know no better.
they don't know
They
no better. Yeah, they be like, shit, she cuckoo, so I'm gonna leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah, but that one right there, that was when I found that out. Cause see, I still knew somebody that lived around the corner from him. I found that out. I say, nah. She said, yep. And then, of course, I started dating a dude that he went to school with.
Mm-hmm.
And that dude was like, yeah, that he did it.
Like the funny part is like, that would be another conversation later. But how the hell are you in a car and he chase you down on foot and you get your ass kicked?
Right, where you get your ass kicked by a nigga in a wheelchair.
I will push you down and I will hit run you ass over with this car.
Oh, excuse me. Now, let me fix that. Same way you get beat out your drawers by a nigga in a wheelchair.
Girl, no.
I haven't been the victim. Thank God. I haven't been the victim of too much abuse, especially not that kind of abuse. But I know the people that were. Now I didn't know this chick. I knew the dude that did the chasing down in the car. But
Yeah.
the wheelchair incident, I know both of them. I know both of them, and I'm like, my thought process was, how did you let him grab you?
See, you asking how you let him grab you. Me, I'm sitting here, you in the wheelchair. So I will,
Yeah,
I will roll your
Jump your
ass.
ass out of your own fucking wheelchair and send your wheelchair down the street somewhere and tell you to go get it.
Yes. And then I'm in a car. You don't have shit to protect you from me running your ass over.
Exactly.
And I still get my ass beat.
That ain't happening either. Well, see, we all know. Well, I ain't gonna say we all know. The public doesn't know, but of those people that know me personally, not to mention the ex-husband that I have tried to run over more than once. We know I'm not gonna let you grab me. I will run your ass over. And if you stick your arm in the window, you better figure out how to run or raise your feet up because you going with me.
Well, thank you all. Thank you, darling Nikki, for the episode. Let's talk sex and relationship.
I
We
know because it was more craziness than sex this time. But
Yes.
hey,
Okay, sex and relationship. This is part one. We will be coming back with part two for you guys. Again, if you have any comments, if you want to get on live, we are gonna go live on Quad Divas TV station as well. You can give us a call. What number can they call?
they can call 214-729-6991
Or
or
682-218-3943. And again, we do appreciate you all listening. We are going to come back with part two of Let's Talk Sex and Relationship. Uh, again, with darling Nikki. Thank you, darling Nikki. Thank you,
you're
thank you, thank
welcome. And
you.
let me add this also. Keep an eye out for us because at some point pretty soon we will be going live on location, and we want as many people to come out as possible so you can talk to us live on location and we can have some fun in person. Let's see how
Yes,
this goes.
yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.